When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand out, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner, who played his part to perfection last week with 3 interceptions. It's the Buccaneers and the Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 98 yards, 2 shy of 100.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A throw over the middle, taken in. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. This defense for the Buccaneers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turnovers in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Jackson now. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Bucs at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Elliott now to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so that third down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackle through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
To throw on third down, Hills. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And they will take over first and 10. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. They go play action now. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there at 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They run it again with Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. Touchdown!
A great play there. His 10th touchdown this season, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Hills complete to Likely. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Hills. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. From the gun on 3rd down. Hills. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw on 2nd down. Hills, his throw incomplete. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go, set.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you. Side Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. Play action. Now Jackson. Forced it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Gonzalez. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Michael Thomas from 21 yards away. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Hills. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Troy Anderson. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Oh, the return. Here comes Newsom. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Rolling to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Now Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. James Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes this 35-0 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing to start the drive. Hills, that's complete to Tony. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hills, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hills under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hills, and the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
13.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. He's got him in, complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. When you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And now here come the Ravens.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Throwing on 1st down. Hills.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Pressure comes and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hills over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 1st down, Hills
On target to his man, likely.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the shutout, Adam, I think they worked in concert to get